Now, a 38-year-old woman was killed and 5 people injured after an explosion triggered by an improvised explosive device went off last evening in front of a popular restaurant on Bengaluru's busy Church Street. Now, initial investigations indicate it may have been a pipe bomb packed with shrapnel in the form of iron pieces. A battery of a timer has also been found. The bomb was wrapped first in a cloth and then in a newspaper. The explosion left an 8-inch crater in the ground. All victims were hit by shrapnel. Now, Bhavani, who belonged to Tamil Nadu and was visiting the city, was struck in the head and body and died due to excessive bleeding. One of the injured man is her relative, Karthik, who is also serious. The two were walking on the street after leaving a nearby restaurant. The 2 other victims have minor injuries. No one has claimed responsibility for this blast so far.
It is with deep regret that we announce the death of Mrs. Bhavani at about 10:45 p.m. today. Sorry about that. Karthik is to undergo a small procedure tomorrow morning, but otherwise his condition is stable. Unfortunately, we could not save her, and with deep regret we announce the death of her.
Well, unfortunately, the lady by name Bhavani is no more. She could not survive the injuries. So she has died because of the injury to her head. Another relative, Karthik, is out of danger. I would say that it is an improvised explosive device, and the investigations are on. Special teams have already reached the spot. They are examining all the clues and collecting all the traces and evidences.
Now, meanwhile, the Chief Minister visited the blast site in Bengaluru and paid the victims a visit in the hospital. He has announced 5 lakhs ex gratia for the family of the deceased and free treatment for the injured.
This is the most unfortunate incident. We never expected this. And after Mehdi is arrested, we have alerted the police and we have tightened up the security also. Despite the security is tightened up, the incident has taken place. But police people are investigating it. One lady is died of this blast, bomb blast, and 3 others are injured. They are out of danger. And Mr. Rajnath Singh, Home Minister of Government of India, he also spoke to me, and he told me that whatever assistance required by the police or the state, we are ready to give all the assistance.
We have to be alert everywhere. We cannot say which district, where the thing, and all these people are. These are anti-national activities, and they wanted to terrorize. That's what they are trying. They wanted to create panic. That's what they are doing. And we should prepare to face them. And the only request for the public is not to be panicked and be alert also. Any suspected items, all this thing, you have to be careful and inform the police immediately. We take it.
All right, Rohini Swami now joins us from Bengaluru, as well as Atir Khan joining us from Delhi. But a fresh update now is coming from Delhi, where Atir, you are reporting that a new team of the NIA has in fact rushed to the spot. If you could just fill us in with some more details, and then we'll cut across to Rohini.
Well, that's right. You see, Sanket, a team of NIA, which is stationed at Hyderabad, has visited the spot to take stock of the situation, to carry out forensics and examine the entire crime scene. Now, what we know is that sources in the intelligence agencies have told us that there are striking similarities between the Chennai blast, which was carried out on the train earlier this year in May, and the blast which has been carried out in the Bengaluru. The similarities in the way the low intensity IED was used and the way it was assembled. So they are trying to work out what are the similarities between the two, and also the prime suspect, as of now is emerging out to be the Khandwa jail absconders, since it is a low intensity IED, which is a hallmark of the way they have operated, and it is being suspected that they could be involved. But there are other theories as well. Nothing has been ruled out at the moment, but the NIA team has inspected the spot and they are waiting for a go ahead from the Home Ministry to take over the investigation, but it seems it will take a while before that decision is taken.
Okay, Atir, do stay on with us. Now, Rohini, you have been sending us some information after talking to your sources in the Bengaluru police. You inform us that the preliminary investigation suggests that the Bengaluru police is not happy with the CCTV footage that they have obtained so far.
Absolutely. If I can tell you, Sanket, and if I can also show you the reason why I say that is the CCTV cameras are of the hotel itself. If I can quickly show you, right behind me is the hotel where it took place. The CCTV is inside the hotel and they have got very vague pictures, and based on that they are trying to decipher and try to find out as much as they can. As I speak right now, what I've given to understand is that they are trying to find out if there was any kind of movement between 7 and 8:30. Our official police sources are confirming to us that the IED explosive could have been planted around 7 or 7:30 p.m. Right there, next to the flower pots. Now, if you see right there, the flower pots are there. There were 5 of them. It is in between that this IED explosive, which is wrapped up in a newspaper, wrapped up in a white piece of cloth, was actually stuffed between 2 flower pots. And then there's a drainage right down there, that to a pipe, and it's based on that explosion from the pipe where the shrapnels were caused with grievous injuries to Bhavani, who succumbed to her injuries, as well as 5 other victims also were hurt. Now let me, in terms if I could quickly tell you what exactly happened, because based on the victims' statements as well as eyewitnesses.
Now before you do that, Rohini, before you do that, if you could just explain, we can see in these visuals that there are some people who are trying to collect what appears to be evidence from the ground. If you could just tell us what is happening right now outside that restaurant.
Sanket, see, as soon as the blast took place, the police swung into action. All of them, including the local NIA as well as the bomb squad and the anti-sabotage team, had arrived on the scene. They have collected evidences soon after the blast. That is the most crucial evidence. What you see right now is what they're continuing to comb, because the blast took place in the night. In the daylight, they're trying to find out if they can find any more traces that could lead to find out who possibly could have been behind the attacks. This whole place is being cordoned off, it's being cleared, and photographs are being taken. There have been various material is being taken for analysis, and since morning we have been seeing that they have been trying to find out if there is any more evidence in terms of possibly the explosives, which could lead to the possible whose hand could be behind this blast, Sanket.
Okay, Rohini, we'll come back to you. Let me just ask one more question to Atir. Now, Atir, there is also this information that we are getting from our sources that perhaps there could be a link to the jailbreak that took place in Khandwa in Madhya Pradesh to this particular blast that has taken place. What more information can you actually give us in this regard?
Well, you see, Sanket, this is a hallmark of basically low-intensity blasts have been associated with semi-operatives, and Khandwa jail absconders are also associated with the outfit. So it is being suspected, since they are active and they are, operating in the past. There is clear evidence it happened in Badaयूं and elsewhere. So therefore, all the central intelligence agencies and the security agencies are on their hot pursuit, and the reason is that they are very, very active. There is striking similarity in what happened in the train blast in Chennai, as I told you, in May earlier this year. The way the IED, low intensity IED, was assembled using pipe and other explosive devices, sharpnels, it is being suspected that possibly they have struck again, and it could be the handiwork of Khandwa jail absconders. So they are quite active, and that is the reason it is being suspected, though other theories have not been ruled out as of now.
All right, Atir Khan as well as Rohini Swami getting us all the latest from Bangalore as well as Delhi. Thanks very much for getting us these details.